What's going on, guys? Mr. Octagonal here from Octagonal Gaming. Now we're back with the Madden 19 rebuild. Last time we did the Seahawks, and today we're going to be doing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So usually I have a straw poll to determine what you guys want to see as the next team we rebuild. But I'm not going to have that for the next two rebuilds just because I am going on vacation. So by the time I know who people want, I'll be away and I won't be able to do that team. So I'll just choose the next two teams on my own. So let's look at these Bucks here. JAMEIS Winston is the quarterback. He has star development. I would have thought he'd have quick, but not star. And do I want to keep him? We'll try, because I kind of want to, but at the same time, if it doesn't work out, I'm not hesitant to trade him. Running back will be the rookie from USC, Ronald Jones II. He also has star development. He was my number 3 graded running back in the draft, so I do really like him. Wide receivers, it's Mike Evans and like nothing else. What development does Chris Godwin have quick? I guess I'll keep him. Deshaun Jackson, he's alright. Tight end, I think I'm going to start O.J. Howard because he's younger than Cameron Brate. The O-line is okay, at least for right side is. The left side of the offensive line is pretty terrible. I'll probably hold on to Ali Marpet and DeMar Dotson. Ryan Jensen, I'm pretty sure he's on a huge contract, so I might look to trade him because the Bucks paid so much for this guy in free agency. Defensively, the defensive line is very solid. Vita Vea will definitely be starting over Mitch Urin. Is that his name? Urin? Defensive ends, Noah Spence is going to start. And Gerald McCoy, I'm probably going to keep for the rest of the rebuild. I'm assuming Vita Vea has star development? Yeah, star. So he's going to be here for the rest of the video. Really solid prospect. Linebackers, I think I'm going to hold on to QUATERBACK and Levante David. QUAN Alexander should not be an 80. He should be at least an 85 as he is a really, really solid linebacker. Secondary, the safeties suck. The corners aren't really that good. Vernon Hargreaves, he's sort of looking like a bust. 77 overall with normal development, so we might go in a new direction there. So these are not supposed to be realistic. We can trade for whoever we want. Let's do it. First trade of a rebuild is certainly a big one as we're trading Trey Boston, who I signed in free agency, Mitch Urin, and Jason Pierre-Paul to the New York Giants for Odell Beckham. So we now have a receiving tandem of Mike Evans and OBJ. Jason Pierre-Paul is going back to the Giants, and I feel kind of bad trading away Mitch Urin just because it's kind of funny. I could make a really dirty joke right now, but since my channel's family friendly, I'm just not going to do it. We're going to be trading Brent Grimes and our Darius Glanton to the Colts for the first round pick. The Colts are going to be pretty bad this year, and I don't really need Brent Grimes because he's pretty old. So yeah, we are going to be trading Kendall Beckwith, Deshaun Jackson, and J.R. Sweezy to the San Francisco 49ers for DeForest Buckner. Buckner is really young, and he's really good. I think they only gave him an 86 overall of quick development. I would probably give Buckner at least a 90 overall of star development because he's been tearing it up so far in his young NFL career. We're probably going to move him over to end because our defensive tackle spot with Gerald McCoy and Vita Vea is pretty good. And I don't really want to keep Vinny Curry long term. We're going to be sending Stevie I'm not even going to try that name. Kappa and Jaquiz Rogers to the Bills for their first round pick. So basically 3 backups for a potential top 5 draft pick. That's pretty good. I've been trying to trade for a star corner like a Darius Slayer, Xavier Rhodes, or Chris Harris, but it wasn't happening, so my alternative here is going to be 99 overall Luke Kuechly. We are trading Kayvon Webster, who I signed in free agency, as well as Vinny Curry and Ryan Jensen. We're also getting a future 4th back, so I'm probably going to move Kwon Alexander over to safety. I know he's been really good there last year, and if he's not that good at safety, then I'll just put him at outside line. We are going to be giving a lot up of this trade, a first-round pick, Eric Reed, who I signed, and Ali Marpet. I didn't really want to trade Marpet, but I think it is worth it, as we are getting David Bakhtiari, 97 overall from the Green Bay Packers. He's going to be really good at that left tackle spot. And I'm going to be getting that first-round pick back for Kenny Vaccaro, who I signed, and 2 backups. We will also be getting Ali Marpet back. I figured if he was too hard to get, I wouldn't get him back, but it was actually pretty easy. We just had to trade Peyton Barber, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Justin Evans. Justin Evans is only a 71, which is pretty disrespectful. He was pretty good last year as a rookie, 82 tackles, 3 picks. I'd say he deserves at least a 76 or a 77, but we don't need him because he sucks in the game. I wanted to get Zach Martin, but I couldn't get him, unfortunately. So we're going to have to get Quentin Nelson, which isn't too much of a downgrade. I did get him in the Seahawks rebuild, so that's kind of why I didn't want to get Quentin Nelson. But we're trading Des Bryant, Jonathan Hankins, both of whom I just signed in free agency, and Elliott for Nelson. So essentially, we traded a 69 overall corner who's never going to play for us for Quentin Nelson. That's pretty good. To complete our offensive line, we're going to be trading Cameron Brate, Adam Humphries in a second to the Saints for Ryan Ramczyk, only 24 years old, really, really good tackle. I'm going to move either him or DeMar Dotson to center. We'll see. So I'm probably almost done making trades. Might make a couple more, and yeah. I wanted to get that second-round pick back, so we're going to be trading Charles Sims, backup cornerback, and a 5th to get it. I'm going to be trading Evan Smith, a 4th, and Pat O'Connor to the Chiefs for a first-round pick. I'm just in a mood to finesse some teams out here. We're going to be sending the rookie from North Carolina, MJ Stewart, as well as Chris Conte, to the Dolphins for their first-round pick, so I believe we now have 5 first-rounders. Here's a look of the team headed into season number 1. The offense is an 89 overall, the defense is an 83 overall, and our whole team as a whole is an 83 overall, so the offense is looking really good. We got Odell, Mike Evans, JAMEIS, and Ronald Jones in the backfield, O.J. Howard, a really good offensive line. The defense isn't quite as good as the offense. The main reason why is because I wanted to get a really good offensive line to help Ronald Jones progress. But the cornerback situation, yuck. Safety, yuck. Linebacker, yuck. It's just all At the end of season number 1, we do not make the playoffs. Ronald Jones has 3 skill points. That's not too bad. On the defense, Quan Alexander has 4. Vita Vea has 2. And we ended up going 4-12. My Seahawks rebuild, the first year we went 11-5. I would say that Seahawks team was better than this Bucks team, but not by that much. I don't think this is a 4-12 caliber team. The offense is probably Super Bowl caliber, and the defense is average, I guess, which isn't terrible, but I guess that means we get a high draft pick, so that's honestly for the better. I do want to see Ronald Jones and Jameis Winston stats, just to see if I want to keep them around. Jameis, 4,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's not terrible. And running the ball, Ronald Jones was awful. Not even 900 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3.2 yards a carry. I think I'm going to stick with Jones next year, but if he doesn't play better, then we're going to get a new running back. I re-signed Donovan Smith just because I figured there would be a team that wants him. And indeed, the Philadelphia Eagles do, as we're trading him, Cappy, and more for the 28th overall pick. We are going to be making a really big trade right here, trading Vernon Hargreaves, Gerald McCoy, and Chris Godwin to the Jets for picks 7 and Leonard Williams. We now have picks 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 25, and 28. I know Bucs fans might not be too happy with me with trading Gerald McCoy, but Gerald McCoy regressed by like 4 ratings, and he has a pretty big cap hold, so Leonard Williams is about as good as Gerald McCoy, and he's younger, so that's good. I'm trying to save some money because we have absolutely no cap space, and this trade will not save money at all, but we're still getting Patrick Peterson out of it. We're trading the 7th pick, Carlton Davis, and William Golston. So Patrick Peterson has been added to our secondary, and Quan Alexander, speaking of our secondary, he's like an 89 overall now. He had a really good year. He was probably the only player on our 4-12 squad that actually made us better, I guess. Jameis Winston is no longer our quarterback as we're trading him, Noah Spence, and a cornerback to the New York Jets for Jamal Adams. So now our secondary consists of Patrick Peterson, Quan Alexander, and Jamal Adams. Hopefully we can get a couple more corners and then maybe a linebacker, and our defense is set. We are trading our 3rd round pick, Bo Allen, and our punter, Anger, to the Bengals for their 1st round pick. We don't have enough money to do anything in free agency, so let's just go to the draft. Picks have, like, no value in this game. I offered the 1st overall pick for Darius Slay, and it was nowhere close. It was clearly no interest from the Lions, so we're just going to pick players and hope they're good. Most of the players we're drafting, we probably are just going to trade. The first player we're getting is Ross Bryant. He's the #1 projected player, so we might as well pick him. And he's an 81 overall quick development. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Next guy I'm picking up is linebacker Anton Kelly. We need a linebacker anyway, so I might just keep him. And he's a 79 with star development, so I think I'm just going to hold on to him. With our next pick, we're going to be picking quarterback Ryan Downing. Even if he's like a 78 overall with like quick development, he'll probably still have good value. But if he has maybe superstar event, I might hold on to him. Yeah, 78 quick. I called it. He's gonna get traded. We will also be picking day 1 Matty. He's a deep threat. We really need a slot receiver, and there are some slot receivers in like the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round. So we're probably gonna end up just trading this guy. But he's a 79 normal. Yeah, he's probably gonna get traded. Only a 73 slot. That's pretty bad. I traded the 13th pick, my 4th rounder, and some scrub corner to the Cardinals for the 7th overall pick because I really want this guy. Fisher Elliott, a cornerback. We really need corners. All we have is Patrick Peterson. He is a 78 with quick. I have no clue what I'm going to do with him. This running back, Parrish Harvey, was a projected top 5 pick. I almost picked him with like my 3rd or 4th pick. He has slipped all the way to pick 25. It seems like first round running backs, they always fall for some odd reason. I don't really get it. He is an 80 overall, only normal development, so we're probably going to trade him. Or maybe we'll just make him our power halfback. I don't know, we'll see. We're going to pick another cornerback, and that is JARAEL Wooden. That's his 40-yard dash time among all corners. He's fast, and he's pretty solid, 78 overall with quick development, not bad. With our 2nd round pick, we're going to take Tevin Dawson. Maybe try to be a little more cheaper on our offensive line. 79 quick, not bad. Since we drafted that right guard, we don't really need Ali Marpet anymore, so I'm trading him, future 4th, and Armstrong to the Dolphins for their 2nd round pick. As I mentioned earlier, we really need a slot receiver, so I'm going to take Cortez Pete. He did not have a great combine, but I think it's worth it. 77 quick, I'll probably just keep him. We are going to be trading Matty, a 4 and a 7, to the Saints for Drew Brees. He's really old. He has regressed a lot, but I think it's worth it. We're going to be trading the running back we drafted to the Miami Dolphins for Josh Sitton, a 5 and a 6. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to trade one of our younger offensive linemen with more value, and Sitton's probably better. So, yeah. We're going to be trading Dawson, a 1st and a future 2nd, to the Eagles for Ronald Darby to make our secondary a little bit better. I did not expect the Giants to accept this. Downing and Wooden, 2 players we drafted for Saquon Barkley. So it looks like Ronald Jones is either no longer the starter or we're going to trade him. We'll see. Well, now the Giants really need a running back, so we traded Ronald Jones in a 6th rounder for Evan Engram. We're probably going to trade O.J. Howard for maybe a power running back or something. I signed Ricky Seals-Jones in free agency, and we are trading him for Theo Riddick so we can have a good scat back or receiving back, whatever you want to call it. Our offense is a 91. Our defense is a 99. And overall, we're a 91. So here's a look at the offense. Here's a look at the defense. Hopefully we win the Super Bowl. This will probably be the last year of a rebuild just because of, like, cap space and stuff. At the end of the season, it looks like we have a 1st round bye. Saquon has 2 skill points. Evans, Engram, Ramczyk, Nelson. On the defensive side of the ball, Adams has 3. Vita Vea has 3. Quan Alexander has 4 again. So I'm going to give everyone their skill points, and we're just going to go right to the Super Bowl. Hopefully we make the Super Bowl, and we do. We're going to be playing the 10 and 6 Jacksonville Jaguars. I would imagine they have a pretty similar roster, so we'll just simulate it. Do we win? Drum roll, please. And we end up winning 20-17. It says it on the top left-hand corner. That'll be your video. Drew Brees retired, so he walks out with a ring. Very nice to see. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, man! Come on!